Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Bradley, but you can call me Bradley, and I thought I'd make a building tutorial after I was asked to like a couple of weeks ago. I randomly popped back into my head, and I thought I'd go through my process of building something. So first you have to start with a basic shape, something like this. I'm going to build a very basic house in this tutorial, look through what I can do, what I suck at doing, and just trying to get a basic idea of what I do with these houses. So you've got the main house right here, you've got the like garage area there that I'm going to do. That was just a test to see what layering and things like that. When you're building, things will change a lot. Like, you'll do things you won't expect. You won't like things, so you'll change it up more and more. And with this time, I completely changed. I wanted to do a modern house, but then I searched up images of fancy houses. I was looking at what I want to build, and I saw an image of a house that looks basically identical to this one, and I thought I'd try building it because I like the design of it. If you search a fantasy house, it's probably going to be one of the first ones that appear. You see, I haven't added any of the fades in yet, any of that in, because you want to get the basic shape first. What I'm going to do next, I'm just going to have to texture all this now. I'll be back when that's all done. And for the third final clip, I've textured it all now. I've added these fades that I made onto it, so the roof goes darker to light at the bottom, although that's completely incorrect because the light should be coming down, light on the top, dark on the bottom, because that should be easy. But I did do the correct one here because darkness is a shadow of this, so it goes down light to dark. Should be light to dark up here, but I accidentally did dark to light because I have lost brain power. Before we carry on, I'd like to mention something I missed out. In my builds, I usually like to incorporate something called the 60-30-10 rule. It's a color theory thing, and you use 60% of one color, 30% of another color, and 10% of this color. Very basic. I don't understand a lot of it, but I like to use that little thing in my builds. I've only used two colors in this build, and that will be white and blue. So that's why it looks a little off. I've made other builds that I'm putting on that you're looking at on the screen right now that do use this rule, as you can see with the one on the screen. Anyway, you've got this build now. It's not my favorite thing I've ever built, honestly. I don't like it too much. I think it's very simple, but you've got a basic idea of how I build things now. Start with an outline, switch up the outline, you do research into things, then you build the basic shape of it, no colors, no texturing, and then you add all the textures on, you create them, and add all the extra details. You might see that I've also added some of these quartz bits in here, and that's just to make it feel like it's got a little bit of a natural look, a bit more of a natural look. I do the same thing with this build over here. When you go down into the deep slate over here, you then move into, it goes from this fade of black stone all the way down to deep slate, but this deep slate isn't one texture, it's cyan terracotta mixed with deep slate, because they work together really well. Adds a little more texture than just having one solid block and a fade or a gradient. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, ciao.